Hey now, hey now, hey now. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Get Life Educational Empowerment on the Awesome Radio Network, WECU 107.5 FM and 1570 AM. I am your host, Sherida Suggs, principal, education coach, motivational speaker, and passionate advocate for all things encompassing students, families, and community success. I am so excited that you have chosen to spend this time with us as we continue our journey on growth, collaboration, and empowerment. I am so thrilled to be your partner in purpose. If you're tuned in live on Awesome Radio's Facebook or YouTube, we see you. Welcome, or should I say, welcome back to our incredible viewing family. You could have been anywhere else this afternoon, but you have chosen to spend your time with me, and I am so grateful. Welcome to another edition of our empowering broadcast. Can we take a moment right where you are to clap? Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. We are celebrating you. You have made it through another week, another month, almost completed the month of March. And that is monumental. And this month, we didn't just show up, we grew up. Let's take a quick look back to where we have been. We have acknowledged that, yes, March can be demanding. Yes, testing season is approaching. And speaking of season, the weather switches from hot to cold. And so do human temperatures and human temperaments. Yes, student energy shifts. Yes, educators feel the pressure. And yes, parents feel the tension. But what did we decide to do? We decided to pivot from being mad to making a difference. We chose to get it together, live in full expectancy, and stand on the get life truth that March does not have to be madness or chaotic. March is acceleration. As energy began to rise, we decided on how we will channel our energy. We started with momentum, setting the tone and being intentional. Then we moved into mediation, learning how to turn conflicts into connections. After that, we focused on maintenance, keeping expectations high, strong, and consistent. Then last week, we talked about mental wellness, taking care of ourselves, and standing against bullying and burnout. Each week, we were building, advancing. Get Life Educational Empowerment was building you. So now, here we are today, March 31st, the last day of the month of March. We are going to march on to March mastery. And here's the big idea: mastery means that you don't just know what to do, you actually do it consistently. So let's break this down. Mastery is not about being perfect, it's not about getting everything right and never making mistakes. However, mastery is staying consistent, learning from mistakes, and showing growth over time. With March Mastery, we trust the process. And here is the get life real talk moments. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room to be successful, but you do have to be intentional. You do have to be consistent. You do have to be determined. You do have to be forgiving. You have to press towards the mark in March. But not only then, sugar, you got to press on in April, May, and June. Because, yes, we have more months to go. and more months to grow. We have to press forward. We have to march on. So let's get it. Let's march into mastery. I am so excited about this. Now, let's be specific because mastery doesn't just happen, mastery is meaningful. So, students, here's what we're mastering right now. We're mastering our behavior, we're mastering good choices, even when nobody is watching. That is integrity. We are mastering respecting ourselves. We are mastering respecting others. We are mastering following expectations the first time they are given. We are mastering those grades, and that is leadership. We are mastering focus, staying on task, ignoring distractions, giving your best effort, even when it gets hard. That is mastering discipline. We are mastering our mindset. We are turning I can't do this into I'm still learning this. We are not giving up when work gets challenging, and that is perseverance. We are mastering our effort, not doing just enough to get by. Mm-mm. We are pushing, we are pressing to improve every day. That is mastering excellence. And honestly, what I just said was for everybody. It's for all of us because we all need that type of mastery in order to stay momentous. Come on now. Now, we're going to talk about why this matters so much right now because we are heading into a critical time in the school year. Testing is approaching, expectations are rising, and yes, energy might be getting low, but you don't have to answer to that. This is where mastery shows up. Anybody can start strong, but mastery is about finishing strong. And let's have a get life real talk moment here. What you do right now, these next few weeks, can change your results positively and tremendously. The way you listen, the way you focus, the way you prepare, the way you show up, the way you think, it all matters. Now, before we move forward, let's take a moment to honor something very powerful. March is Women's History Month, a time to recognize, celebrate, and uplift the contributions of women who have shaped our world through courage, resilience, and yes, mastery. Because when we talk about marching into mastery, we are walking in the footsteps of women who mastered their gifts even when the odds were against them. So let's talk about a few of these women. So when we think about determination, let's think about Harriet Tubman. She didn't just dream of freedom. She moved with purpose over and over again, helping others reach it. That is mastery in motion. When you think about using your voice, I want you to think about Maya Angelou. She turned her experience into powerful words, words that continue to inspire generations. That is getting it together and living in full expectancy. That is mastery through expression. When we think about excellence in the face of barriers, think about Katherine Johnson. Her brilliance helped to send astronauts into space, providing that preparation and persistence open doors. And when you think about leadership in education, think about women just like the ones in your school buildings each and every single day. These women are creating history. Our teachers, our leaders, our support staff, our parents that brought us into this world, our community members are shaping lives in real time. So I want you to hear this. Mastery doesn't come from comfort, it doesn't come from ease, but it does come from effort. It does come from being intentional with the way that you rest your mind. It comes from showing up even when it's hard. It comes from believing in yourself even when others don't see your potential. These women didn't wait for perfect conditions. They worked, they grew, they persevered, and you can too. So now we're going to pivot into a quick get life reset. I need for you to engage with me because we're in this together. I want you to stop. Stop for a moment. That's right. Whatever you're doing, please stop multitasking just for a second. Come on now. If you're viewing the show right now, I need your eyes on me. If you're listening, I need for you to pause. Let's make this moment meaningful. Okay, get ready. Do this with me. I want you to close your eyes if you're not driving. Take a deep breath in and out. Say this quietly to yourself. I am not mad. I am making a difference within myself. I am making a difference for others. I am capable. I am focused. I am finishing strong. I am marching on. Thank you. That was it. You can open your eyes now. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to talk about marching on in mastery and momentum. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Good afternoon, listeners, and welcome back to Get Life Educational Empowerment right here on the Awesome Radio Network. If you would like to be a guest on our show, share ideas for future episodes, or ask questions, I would truly love to hear from you. Please feel free to email me at the address that is on your screen, getlifeempowerment@gmail.com. You can also call our awesome radio station at 252-756-2008 and leave a message if no one answers. Don't be shy, reach out. Now, speaking of you, yes, you, our Get Life listeners and viewers, let's take a moment for celebration. That's right. This is our time to recognize your mastery in action. Teachers, we see you. You are stepping up as leaders in your classroom. You have been intentional about resetting and reinforcing behavior expectations so that your students can truly succeed. Day after day, you show up with purpose, pushing your students toward excellence and holding them to high expectations. And that is consistency, that is commitment, and it truly makes a difference. Students, this is your moment too. You are showing leadership by taking ownership of your learning. You are making better choices. You're walking away from distractions. You're asking for help when you need it, and you're coming to class prepared and ready to grow. Every day, you're building stronger habits and striving for excellence. This truly shows, and we want you to know that. Family and community members, thank you so much. Your support does not go unnoticed. You pour into our schools with your time, your energy, and your care. Whether you're guiding, encouraging, advocating, praying, coaching, or leading in your own spaces, you are helping to create a culture of educational abundance, and we are so grateful. No matter what role you play, please hear me well. You matter and your impact is impeccable. We celebrate you, we honor you, and we encourage you to celebrate yourselves. because this is what mastery looks like in real life. All right, now let's keep that same energy and flow going. Now, listen, we celebrated mastery. Now it's time to march in mastery. The next segment is all about marching in mastery as we prepare for end of grade testing. And I want you to lean in for this because this is not about pressure. This is about power, preparation, and purpose. And we need for you to get ready because let's be real, this time of your year can feel intense. Testing's around the corner, energy can dip, and nerves can rise. But here is the Get Life shift. Here is the Get Life pivot. We are not surviving this season. We are thriving in it. We are living fully in expectancy in this season. Why? Because preparation builds confidence, and confidence produces results. So, let's talk more about why this truly matters. Because testing is more than just a score on paper, it is an opportunity for you to shine, for you to show your smarts, for you to show your growth, for you to demonstrate what you've learned, for you to build confidence in your ability like never before, to practice perseverance and focus, to show your teachers that you were listening and that you do understand. Teachers, your preparation sets the tone. Students, your effort tells the story. Families, your encouragement fuels the journey. This is a team effort. And when we move together, we win together. And when we win together, we are all MVPs together. So let's reframe this thing. Instead of saying, I have to take this test, let's say, I get to show what I know. I am prepared. I am capable. I got it together. I got this. Because mastery isn't about being perfect, it's about being prepared and progressing. Now, we have some tips for teachers too, because you teachers are leading the change. You are leading the shift, and you are leading the charge for success. This is your moment to shine as instructional leaders. Here's how you can keep the momentum strong as we march into mastery. Number one, be intentional with your review. You have identified the students and the standards that they are struggling in. It is very important to be sure that you work with all of your students and be intentional with your review. Focus on the standards that matter most. Keep it tight, keep it targeted, keep it purposeful. Help those students that may not have scored quite where they should have scored last year or throughout the year. Help them to build and grow. Let's normalize the process. Number two, reduce anxiety by making testing feel familiar. Practice those testing routines. Model expectations. Remove the fear of the unknown. Produce stamina. Start with allowing your students to read 20 minutes silently at any point of the day in your classrooms. Being able to focus on a text will help them to be able to focus a little longer for an end of grade test. Number three, celebrate small wins. Growth is growth. Highlight progress. No matter how small, it builds confidence and motivation. Number four, keep the engagement high. Make review interactive. Games, challenges, peer discussions. Keep students thinking, talking, and applying. Number five, protect the environment. Calm, structured, positive classrooms lead to focused minds. Your energy sets the tone. Remember that. And students, we have tips for you too, because you are the ones who are taking ownership of your excellence. Students, this is also your time. Number one, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Come to school prepared. Bring your materials. Be mentally locked in. Set your mind to be ready to learn. Number two, ask for help. Strong students ask questions. If you don't understand, speak up. That is how you learn. This is the time. Number three, practice focus. Limit distractions on purpose. Give your brain the space it needs to think and perform. Understand that you are getting ready for an important assessment. And it is truly up to you how you maximize your development. Number four, believe in yourself. Why? Because we believe in you. Confidence matters. Speak life over yourself. Say, I can do this. Say, I am ready. Number five, give your best effort every single day, every single time. Not just sometimes, not just when you feel like it, but every single time. And now we have Get Life Tips for Families, because your role is more powerful than you will ever know. You are the backbone of this work. Number one, create a successful routine for your scholar. Consistent, quiet study times and structure makes a huge difference. Number two, encourage, don't pressure. Your words matter. Build your scholars up, remind them that they are capable. Number three, stay connected. Check in with your teachers, ask questions, partner positively with the school. Number four, celebrate efforts, not just grades, but celebrate the work, celebrate the discipline, celebrate the growth. And now let's bring it all together. Listen, mastery doesn't just happen. Mastery is built day by day, brick by brick, choice by choice. This is the season where focus sharpens, confidence grows, excellence rises. So, as we march into mastery, remember this: we are prepared, we are focused, we are capable, we are going to finish strong, and we got it going on. So I need for you to say this with me wherever you are. I am ready. I am focused. I am built for this. That's right. That's the energy. That's the mindset. That's the get life way. Now, let's go and make this happen. When we return, we are going to talk about specific subject areas and how mastery can begin now in each of them. We'll try to get as specific as we can with the time that we have left. So don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to Get Life Educational Empowerment. That is GITLIFE Educational Empowerment on the Awesome Radio Network. I am your host, Sherida Suggs, and I am so glad that you are still here with us because, oh, yes, this is where we lock it all the way in because now we're going to talk about real strategies that move scores. Student friendly, high energy, and super practical so that students can get it together. All right, lean in now because this is your game plan for proficiency, not guesswork, not luck, but this is actual strategy. We're breaking this down by subject so that you can know exactly what to do when that test is in front of you. But before I do, I want to explain something very important. I want you to take a moment to ground all of this. This is not just motivation. This is not just inspiration, but this is research. Because everything that we have been talking about, marching in mastery, preparing for integrate testing, and working together as a school family, this is not just an idea. This is proven work. Research constantly shows that students don't achieve mastery just by being introduced to a concept once. They need repeated practice. They need opportunities to apply skills, feedback to improve, and in fact, studies on learning show that consistent focus practice over time leads to stronger understanding and long-term retention. So when we say practice, 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 that's not being extra. Honey, that is essential. That is how the brain builds connection. That is how learning sticks. Research also tells us that students that feel prepared are more likely to stay focused during testing, to use strategies effectively, and perform at a higher level. Confidence doesn't come from guessing, it comes from being ready. So, every review session, every strategy we practice, every moment we spend reinforcing expectations, it is all building a foundation for success. So, here is a big one. Research also shows that when families and communities are actively involved in a child's education, studies our students are more likely to earn higher scores, attend school regularly, show improved behavior, and have stronger motivation to succeed. Let me say that again. Your involvement matters. When students know that school and home are connected, when they feel supported from all sides, they rise to the occasion. So, when we talk about walking in mastery, we're really talking about these three things working together. Number one, consistent practice, building skills over time. Two, intentional preparation, getting ready with purpose. And number three, strong partnerships, school, family, and community aligned. That is the formula. This is how we do it. Not luck, not chance, but by strategy. Now you know when teachers are reviewing, it's research based. When you're practicing strategies, it's research based. When your families are supporting you, it's research based. This is not random. This is intentional excellence in action. So let's keep on marching with purpose, with preparation, and with the power of the community that refuses to stop and refuses to let our students fail. Because when we continue effort, strategy, and support, mastery isn't just possible, it is expected. So let's march on. March on right into mastery. All righty. Now it's time for some math mastery. Now, let's be honest. Math can trick people up when rushed. So here's how you take control over that. Number one, read the question two or more times. I used to tell my students that the first time you are reading, you're just trying to figure out the words. The second time you're reading, you are reading for understanding. What's happening is math mastery. The third time, you are reading to break down the information. You're circling the numbers, you're boxing the keywords, you're underlining the question. All of this is preparation to help you to take the next step, which is solving and checking the problem. Don't jump in too fast. Pace yourself in this. Okay. Number two, underline twice everything that matters: numbers, keywords, what the question is actually asking you. Pay attention to that. Are they asking you to solve, compare, explain? What is more than, what is less than, what is equal to? These keywords are clues that help you to figure out how to solve the problem. Number three, always show your work, even if it's not required. Show your work during practice, show your work during the test. Writing it out helps you think clearly, and it helps you to avoid silly mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, if you make a mistake, don't erase it. Don't erase the mistake because erasing takes time. Instead, circle the mistake so that you can remember the misconceptions and write the correct answer beside it. When you circle it, it gives you a chance to go back and reflect on the mistake so that you won't make that same mistake again. So, circle the mistake rather than erase it and keep it moving. Keep it marching. Number four, estimate first. Before solving the problem, kind of get a ballpark answer in your head. If your final answer is way off, then that's your clue to work the problem out again. Number five, use the process of elimination. Eliminate what's not important. Even if you're unsure, cross out answers that don't make sense. Now you increase your chances immediately. Number six, check your work, especially the last step. Most mistakes happen at the end because sometimes students are rushing. Checking over your work enables you to once again slow down, pace yourself, think over the problem, go back and reread the question. Ask yourself, did I answer what they asked? You are on the right track if you do these things. Also, in math, here is one powerful way to check your work by using the inverse operation. Think about it like this: if you are adding to get your answer, you can subtract to check it. If you are multiplying to get your answer, you can divide to check it. That's how you confirm that your answer actually makes sense. And listen, be mindful of your time. But here's one more strategy that I also want to share. You can also check your answer by solving the problem using a different strategy. Maybe the first time you use one method that you know. Now do it with a different method that you know. And here's the key: if you get the same answer using strategy one and strategy two, and you've also checked your work, then you can feel confident that you have found the best answer. You're not guessing, but you are strategically thinking it through. And that is how you move with confidence. That is how you march in math mastery. Now, let's talk about reading. This is where strong readers separate themselves. Strategy over speed. Number one, read the question first, only when appropriate. This gives your brain a purpose while reading. It helps you to think about the text before you begin reading the text. Number two, go back to the text every single time. Don't rely on memory. The correct answer is supported by evidence in the passage. I have to say this again. Don't rely on memory. Always go back to the text and identify your evidence that supports your answer. Number three, highlight or track that evidence. Key details equals correct answers. If you can't point to it or underline it, it is probably not there. Highlight, underline, or track evidence. Number four, watch out for those tricky questions. Some answers sound good, but aren't supported by details in the text. Ask yourself, where is the proof? Go back in the text and find the proof. Make sure that you are absolutely sure about this. Underline it. And when you choose the best answer, be confident that you have chosen the best answer because you have evidence to support the best answer. Number five, pay attention to vocabulary and context. If you don't know a word, look at the sentence around it, the words around it. Context clues are your best friend. Number six, take your time with longer passages. Break it down, paragraph by paragraph. Don't rush and lose everything. Now, I want to add something very important. And I need for you to remember this every single time you approach a reading passage. I want you to empower yourself knowing this, that the answer is already there. Let me say this again. The answer is already there in the text. Your job is not to guess. Your job is not to rush. Your job is to read carefully, analyze what you are reading, search for clues in the text, and find the correct answer using evidence. And that evidence comes from where? Exactly, from in the text. If you can't point to it in the passage, if you can't identify it in the passage, you might want to think again. Now, listen, whether you are reading a fun passage or if you are reading an informational passage with facts and information, you're not just reading to get through it. You are reading for a purpose. You are reading to understand, to think deeply, to make connections, and to prove your answers. Because this isn't just reading, this is reading for mastery. And scholars, you can do it. Scholars, you can do it. Take your time, get it right, and get it together. Stay locked in. Go back to the text for your answers because everything you need is already right there in front of you. And that's how strong readers move. That's how confident test takers think. And that's how you continue marching in mastery. Now, when approaching science, I want you to think like scientists. Science isn't just facts, it's thinking and reasoning. Number one, study the charts, study the graphs, study the diagrams before even reading the question. Understand the visual, study it. What is changing? What stays the same? What is the illustration telling you? What is the key looking like? Number two, look for patterns and relationships. Science loves patterns. Increase, decrease, cause, effect. Look for the patterns. Number three, read carefully for key words. Words like increase, decrease, predict, compare, contrast matter. Number four, use what you already know. Connect the questions to what you've already learned in class. Number five, again, eliminate wrong answers. If it doesn't match the data or the concept, cross it out. This is process of elimination. Number six, don't overthink it. The correct answer is usually the one that is clearly supported, not overly complicated. So now I want to give you all some universal test taking power moves. No matter what the test is, these are your non negotiables. Number one, be calm. Take a deep breath before you start. Calm brains equal clear thinking. Number two, answer the questions you know first. Build confidence early and maintain confidence along the way. Then go back to the harder ones. This is simple strategy that will help you to remain calm and steady throughout the test. Don't leave anything blank. Make your best educational choices. Choose the best answer every time. Number four, manage your time wisely. Don't get stuck too long on one question. Number five, stay focused on your test. No distractions, no comparing. This is your moment. Don't look around to see who is finishing early. Make sure that you are focused on your own test. Check your work if you have time, especially if the questions have been flagged. And speaking of time, know and understand that you have 3.5 to 4 hours to take that test. So there was absolutely no need to rush, no need to have anxiety over time. The time has been provided for you. Take as much time as you need to be successful so that you have absolutely no excuse to being successful. Strive for those threes, fours, and fives. You can do it. One final push, students, listen, you have been preparing for this all year. The test does not define you, but it does reflect your effort. So walk in confidence, sit down with focus, and attack that test with strategy. Say it with me. I will take my time. I will use my strategies, and I will show what I know. That is how you move from just taking a test to demonstrating mastery. Now, let's go get it. Let's march on. Let me ask you something. Does mastery happen overnight? No. Was Rome built in a day? Absolutely not. When you decide to make a lifestyle change, maybe get a little healthier, lose a little weight, or build healthier habits, do these changes happen overnight? Absolutely not. So let's ground ourselves in this truth. Mastery takes time, it takes consistency, it takes intentional efforts over and over again. And that is exactly what we've been doing all throughout the month of March. We didn't just show up, we've been building. We've been building momentum. We've been protecting our physical and mental health. We've been growing socially and emotionally. And guess what? That truly matters because mastery isn't just a moment, it is a process. So let's lean into the next step, which is again research based. Practice, practice, practice. Not just going through the motions, but practicing with purpose, practicing until it comes naturally, practicing until it becomes a habit, practicing until excellence is no longer something we try to do. It's just who we are. That's how we continue marching on into mastering. Now, I want to speak directly to our families and community members because your role in this journey is powerful. You are not just the encouragers, you are the supporters. You are the ones helping to shape environments when growth truly happens. So let's speak life into this season together. Repeat these. Say these in your homes, in your cars, and your daily conversations. Say it. We are building strong habits in our home. We support learning, growth, and efforts every single day. I want you to say this. We celebrate progress, not just perfection. We celebrate progress, not just performance. We create space for focus, rest, and success. We are partners in this journey of mastering. And most importantly, we believe in our scholars. We hold our scholars up to high expectations, even when it gets hard, because your belief, your consistency, your encouragement, that is fuel to the soul of a student. So, as we continue this journey, let's remember mastery doesn't come from one thing, it comes from what we do every single day. So, we will keep building, we will keep growing, we will keep practicing, and together we will keep marching on into mastery. Let us pray together. Heavenly Father, we come before you with grateful hearts, thanking you for our school, family, our students, our educators, and our community members. Thank you for bringing us through this season of growth, learning, and perseverance. Lord, as we continue marching into mastery, we ask for your guidance and strength. Give our students clarity of mind, focus, and confidence. Reminded they are capable, prepared, and never alone. Calm any anxiety that they may feel and replace it with peace and determination. Dear God, strengthen our teachers, renew their energy, sharpen their wisdom, and uplift their spirits. Let their hearts and their hard work continue to plant seeds of knowledge, discipline, and purpose into every student they serve. Bless our families and community members. Thank you for their support, their sacrifices, and their love. Help them to continue creating spaces where learning is encouraged, effort is celebrated, and growth is nurtured. Lord, help all of us to understand that mastery is a journey. Teach us patience in this process, consistency in our actions, and faith in the outcome. Let our schools be filled with positivity, focus, and unity. We thank you for that progress. We thank you for that growth, and we thank you for the victory that is already unfolding. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And it is so. As we close out March, here is your challenge. Don't just go through the motions, master the motions, master the behavior, master your focus, master the mindset, master the effort. Because when you do that, success is not a question, it is a result. Get Life family, we are so proud of you. Now, let's go out there and show what mastery looks like in every classroom, every hallway, every home, every community, every single day. This, friends, is the essence of Get Life, marching in mastery. Together, we are building momentum, strengthening habits, and rising with purpose. We are building bridges. We are amplifying positive voices. We are creating spaces where growth is expected and excellence is achievable. And most importantly, we are making a difference. We are changing futures for every student, every family, and every community member. Everyone is valued, supported, and empowered. So stay inspired, stay empowered, and always remember, Get Life. Because when we commit to this work, we are not just shaping classrooms, we are shaping the future, our future. I Sherida Suggs, and this has been Get Life Educational Empowerment on the Get Life Educational Network. I invite you to tune in every Tuesday from 3 to 4 p.m. as we explore real experiences from every school and community. Until next time, now and forever, let's get it together, live in full expectancy, empower education. Thank you for joining us.